we have to be open to learning. There's no Rotarian that can, even if those who have spent the longest time in Rotary, that can master everything in Rotary. So it's about sharing. They remind me about this area, I remind you about this area, then we continue. And that's why you'll be very surprised that you find some have grown in Rotary echelon faster than those who were even there earlier. Here is an AG doing Rotary in 2017.
So do we join at the same time?
But there was no that. So
you
just transition.
I joined Rotary in 2011, but in Rotary the only thing is, and we really appreciate that, is Hakuna politics. We are one, as you can see. I want to also share, especially for those aspiring Rotarians that we want to have here. There's an element in Rotary that sometimes is always very gray, and it disturbs a lot of people. One, I'm not very sure about Oscar as the peer expert here, which probably attest to. I'm not very sure, but Rotary has always been out to at least be felt and be known. But it is very unfortunate that the perception that people see out in Rotary, all over, not only in developing countries, even in the outside world, very many people relate Rotary to a lot of richness and wealth. And then the element of a caste is also there. And for that reason, it is always very important that any aspiring Rotarian should first and foremost appreciate and know that Rotary is not about being very rich and being very wealthy. It's about the spirit of giving back. And the Rotary is just a platform that puts people together who like to help the community. And just like I can see in this room, I'm very sure we have quite a number of persons here who have taken upon them to help a needy student to go to school, pay for fees, pay for the necessary equipment to allow the student to go through school. Not because you have or you are very rich, but because of that spirit to help the community. And that's where Rotary starts from. Now, when you meet as a group, as we are here, then it is even easier because now you can even pull in your resources. You can say, want to help this, want to help this, and then Rotary gives also the guidelines on how to go about it. So, the Rotary is about the spirit, give and help the community. It is not a place to enrich oneself. If you come to Rotary with the spirit that I'm going to benefit, then you'll be very disappointed. So, as I give my remarks, it's also very important that probably we share this when AG, because it is a very big, very serious element. When we started this club, we had an attendance, or rather membership of almost over 30. And then not knowing the tricks also, that's the number we registered with the Rotary International. And then we had a very, very big headache in fulfilling the Rotary dues. So most of us were drawn back because we had for a long time pay for other members who came registered. Once they discovered that hakuna kitu ya kupata pale, they pulled off, and the registration still had their names. So it's a very tricky thing, but it's good to appreciate that the spirit, if you have the spirit of giving, however small it is, and you cherish and get happiness in it, then Rotary is the place to be. Hakuna siasa, hakuna kukutana, hakuna niego. For those who niego is what gave us. Rotary is one, and it is a very good place to be. When you move to Chafu, then you get Rotary sufficient. hakuna ukubwa. In essence, Rotarians are all the same. The positions are just there for guidelines and help the clubs run effectively. But when we are together, the AG, the president, the what, we are one. So, as I finish, let me not forget, honestly speaking, to share one thing and to thank our immediate past president, Ogutu. Rotary is about experiences. Ogutu came in as a replacement. Ogutu came in as a replacement because the person who had been earmarked to take over, unfortunately, for some reasons, could not take over. So he took it upon me and Oscar talked to Mheshimiwa here. He was also very hesitant because very many times when somebody tells you you are going to be the president of the club, you don't know what is there. It is a gray area. Now we thought, being a former MP, now ndio wanapiga kelele mingi, we thought it would be a very easy job for him, but he was very, very hesitant. But we convinced him with my brother Oscar here. Fortunately, we chose an area that made life easy. As we were convincing him, he was swallowing a few things, so eventually those things happened. Now that's Rotary. You're laughing also.
Yeah, it must be fun.
So it has to be fun also. So in those few antidotes, he gave in, and for sure, from the inception, we have all been residents here, and I think Rotary is also about being truthful. I think his year has been the best year that ever we have had. I'm not saying that past presidents have not performed.
No, that's true.
AG Rose here performed wonderfully. But comparatively, as we grow, we expect more, and of course,
improvements.
We were in the tipping stage for a very long time, and for reasons best known to us, don't share with the club, which is very normal with very many clubs. But then, once you take off and trying to be there is even more difficult. Rose did a wonderful job. We have had Edward there, we have had Oscar here, who was very, very active. But it is also good to be truthful to oneself. One, which is very remarkable, is the membership growth. And as you can attest, today, already we have two gentlemen who have come here courtesy of So this is a gentleman who was really won our club, and we give you a lot of thanks. As I've said, it's about learning, and he even looks sharper after completing just 1 year. Sasa sijui miaka tano alikuwa kwa parliament alikuwa anasoma nini. He's sharper than when he entered, and that's all about Rotary. Yeah, because Rotary also teaches us how to communicate, how to speak. So I want to take this opportunity and thank everybody who has taken this time. We're supposed to be many more persons who are here, but I know engagements, especially Saturdays, are very free. I know we are all with them because most of them at least sent apologies. And I want to thank every individual member of the Rotary Club of Siaya. We have had our share of few challenges like any other club, but the only light at the tunnel is the Rotary Club of Siaya surprisingly seems to be growing. And it is the growth that people look for. Yeah, it is the growth. If you stagnate, then it is a problem. My only appeal and the greatest thing is, let's try and pay our dues as much as possible. Give the little you have. Hata ukitoa tu 500 hata kama ni rufu. Don't wait for the last minute to pay, because when it comes to the last minute, maisha pia sasa ni ngumu sana. Ukiulizwa utoe ile 5,000, 10,000, utaona ni ngumu sana. You have some very, very pressing issues. So sasa ile umepata kidogo, kama wale saa ingine wanapita kando, kunywa mbili, moja tuko kwa Rotary, And within 6-5 months, unakuta ushalipa the half year contribution. So once again, I want to thank everybody. AG Zito, you're a wonderful person. I know we have a very, very, very fruitful year this year. We have normally quite a few activities. We request that you find time for any simple activity you have so that you come home and we share the expertise and experiences together. For the other members who are aspiring to be Rotarians, I think there will be probably no time to tell you. We do our fellowships on Friday from 5 o'clock. You can get guidance from the host who has invited you, and then we give you the guidelines on how you can probably start. There's a free will. You can come and test, check yourself. Is it a place that you like to be in? You will not be forced to be in. You can come for a few meetings there. If you feel you can enjoy the Rotary family, then you will be most welcome. And with those few remarks, and being a Catholic, there's nothing better can wish you a better weekend, and may the grace of the Holy God be with you for the weekend. And when you travel, those who have traveled far, definitely we need journey mercies. Thank you very much. Be blessed.